Take a walk with me and let's talk ambition. So I want to take you through TriBeCa, one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in all of New York City, a neighborhood that forces you to dream, a neighborhood that forces you to be ambitious in order to achieve success in New York City. That's the One World Trade Center, not too far away. And then you have the Battery Park, which is another exclusive neighborhood. But we're just gonna make our way through TriBeCa and feel the energy. An energy that makes you wanna go out there and get it. Makes you wanna go out there and become successful. Makes you wanna stop being afraid and go out there and achieve success in New York City. A place where anything and everything is possible. All throughout this location, you find some of the most exclusive residences, some of the most prestigious loft spaces that they've converted into some of the most warm homes in all of New York City. It's a place where if you want a new sophistication, a stark contrast from the Upper East Side, you come out here and you live. You come out here and you have fun. Even if you look at the facade of a boring building like this one, if you notice right here in between these here, that's one apartment. So you have an apartment going from here to here on each floor. Unlike where I live now, where the apartments can be small and cramped, these apartments out here give you a whole spread. And when I've done work in some of these apartments, putting up furniture day in and day out, I get to see in some of these beautiful places. And I think to myself, what did these people ever do to afford this incredible space? What type of life do these people live and career path do they chase in order to achieve such incredible spaces? Got a little graffiti to bring some character to the environment. Nice quaint restaurant straight across the way there. But you can only imagine, maybe you're looking at some business professionals, which they most likely are because you have the One World Trade Centers and the financial districts in this area in downtown. I'm sure you got a couple of entertainers in this area. I know that the iconic Beyonce and Jay-Z has a house and have a house in TriBeCa, an apartment. Taylor Swift also lives here, and Justin Bieber. So you have those celebrities like Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep, all with a nice space down here. But I'm sure you have some regular folks as well too. Incredible apartment living that wraps around the whole exterior of the building. Like, look at this beautiful one there, a corner unit. And then you have a different building here. Can you only imagine? But it's a place that forces you to go out there and be great. And if it's a place that forces the ambition, go out there, win, go out there and be fearless, go out there and accept the word no. Chase your dreams. Look at that magnificent property structure there, all the way in the sky, giving whoever's at the top some of the most prestigious views of the Hudson River that is that way. And I'm sure they can go and see the East River that's not that far off as well. You have the City Hall in the downtown area in this building. So just a palace in the sky almost. The only thing that's stopping those views is when it's foggy outside. But other than that, the money to go up there is in this city. Maybe some international players. They still have their Christmas tree up. Maybe they're out of the country and someone is maintaining their house. But I love this ambitious vibe when you walk out there and you get to say to yourself, hey, what could become of me today? What is the drive like? What is the thing that's gonna push me forward and make me go and do whatever it is that I need to do? The state insurance fund, whatever that may be. I'm sure there's many people in this area who do insurance to make a living, to afford that house. But the ambition the audacity, the gall to go and say, I'm going to be great. I'm going to wake up today and I'm going to live a life that's prosperous. As a 38-year-old, and I just turned 38 yesterday on January 18th, I said to myself, in these last 2 years, I'm going to do everything I'm going to do everything possible to go out there and become great. I'm going to have the audacity. I'm going to be okay with hearing the word no and whatever it may be. Sometimes people say to you, what's the worst thing that someone can say? What's the worst thing that someone can say to you? The worst thing is no. Actually, no, because some people will just curse you out. They will flat out curse you out. They'll flat out say rude things to you. And you have one or two choices. You can react towards that, and you can get into it with them, or you can go and let it slide off your back. And that's what I'm marching into. I'm going to do everything in my power to let it slide off my back. Not to react to anything unless it's a physical touch. Not to react to anything unless it's stifling me in my progression. I want to do everything in my power to go out there and be great and to have that prestigious life. I want it. I want to take trips all around the world. I want to go to the F1 racings, F2, F3, and so many other. That's that very iconic Lego building in New York City. I want to go out there and experience snowboarding next year. I didn't get to do it this year. Just go out there and live the perfect gentleman life. I know for a fact that it's possible because we live in a day and age where anybody can do it. Anybody can go out there and be great. Look at the Empire State Building lit up right there, Empire there. And of course, you have the One World Trade Needle right there. It's hidden. But anybody can go out there and do it, especially when you live in a place like New York City, which is a leveled playing field. If you are a man, you can become great. If you are a woman, you can become great in your own right. If you're black, you can become great in your own right. White, Latin, Asian, biracial, mixed race, it really doesn't matter who you are. You can really go out there and become great. Look at this beautiful art exhibit space. Spectacular. Statues, of course. What is he doing? You never know what you're going to find when you're walking through the streets of New York City. And look at that one. Just a little art piece right there. A little cat hanging on the wall. I love that remarkability about New York City. You can find some awesome things, and what's going on here, this structure is going to be, I guarantee you, in the next 3 months, that's going to be all nearly complete. They really can be efficient in New York City. This incredible space here, look at that. I can only imagine what the apartments on each floor look like. But nevertheless, it doesn't matter who you are, what's your expression, gender expression, sexual preference, no matter what, you can definitely become great in New York City. It's a level playing field. All you have to get out there, do is be ambitious and be relentless in going after whatever it is that you want. And if you are timid, you will fail. You will be stuck in a rinky-dink apartment like I am. It could be worse. Actually, the apartment that I live in and the apartment that I stayed in prior to, it's a beautiful space. My room isn't small, but I'd rather be alone in a nice, bigger space, more sexier space. I had to show you those apartments as well. Those apartments are beautiful. Each apartment has its own floor, 1, 2, 3, all the way up to the penthouse there. And then you have the very beautiful Roxy Hotel. That is an excellent hotel. They have everything there. So they have, if you look at the exterior, is like a movie theater, and they actually have a theater in there where they do the screenings. They have a gorgeous rooftop bar, and they have about 3 more culinary experiences in there. And they also have a special room that's $159 a night, but you have to book that extremely early, and it's only one. Otherwise, you'll be paying $300 or $400 a night, and maybe even $1,000 a night. But it's like the worst room, but you still get the whole vibe. But that's the Roxy Hotel. Such an amazing place to live. The whole TriBeCa environment. And as you can see, take a look at that building here. A new age building, but then again, you have this older building right here. And all of those are extremely beautiful loft spaces with floor-to-ceiling windows. And the people are ambitious. Maybe some of them did come from money. But if they didn't come from money, I'm sure they worked really hard to get where they are. A lot of times we think people had a hand up. And we think a lot of people come from privileged backgrounds, but some people really did get it out the mud. They did not scheme and plot, scam people in order to get to where they wanted to. They worked real hard to get there. They were ambitious. When people laughed at them, they kept going. When people told them no, they kept going. They may have cried, they may have wanted to curse, they may have wanted to fight, they may have wanted to do a whole lot of things. That pharmacy building should come back to life. That would be nice. Put some apartments there. Renovate it. I wish I had some money to do it. But they fought for it. When people laughed at them and joked and told them that their dreams and goals were unrealistic, they said, I'll show you different. And then guess what? When they made it, all of the people who doubted they had their hands out. They wanted an opportunity from those same people that they told, hey, you couldn't go out there and you can't become great. You're dreaming too big. That's impossible. They live better than their naysayers. And you know what's crazy? Sometimes those people give back. Even though you doubted them, even though you told them no, even though you laughed at them, they gave back. Nancy Whiskey Pub, a nice Japanese restaurant there. Look at that. That's kind of poetic. You have a living space here, building here above Nancy's Whiskey Pub, and then you have a living space, 2 apartments above this Japanese restaurant. And that's Canal Street going up. So TriBeCa, triangle below Canal. That's Canal Street, and the triangle is a big triangle below Canal. Freedom Tower. It's not hidden anymore. That's the theme, ambitious and freedom. Empire State Building one more time. Freedom Tower. Be ambitious. You're in the Empire State Building, the Empire State, which is New York City, and you have the freedom to march to the beat of your own drums and be bold. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that this time. No more timidness, no more shyness. I am too damn great to not have that incredible life that I always dreamed of. And if you are one of those type of people that believe that you deserve more, and that you believe that there's more to life than living mediocre, there's more to life than not having the great life, the good things that you want, whatever those things may be. It doesn't always have to be materialistic. You know, if you want to add more sleep time, if you want to, add a couple of dollars so that life is more easier. That's Soho. Look at that beautiful apartment building there. Soho is expensive. But whatever it is that you want out of life, you got to figure it out, and you have to be ambitious. You have to be relentless in going to chase it. And I thank you for taking the time to walk across the city with me just to get that out of me. And if you're into more New York City content, more motivation, more lifestyle content, the ability to walk free and become great and be whoever you want to be, I want you to hit the like, click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.